Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 8th July 2025, Aries. If you tend to be a little anxious about solitude, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're dependent on the people close to you. That isn't the only contradictory thing that will be on your behavior. You tend to want to bring people together while keeping your distance. From now on, you should try to be a little clearer in your relationships. Taurus, sometimes it's hard for you to believe something unless you see it firsthand. However, the period you're in now may be pushing you to try and understand some of the mysteries on faith. Though you probably aren't one to do this very often, you may be feeling some kind of mystical impulse that makes you think about the nature of your beliefs. Gemini, love has found its way, and you may encounter some wonderfully passionate situations today. You're ready to live those marvelously rich and emotional experiences to the fullest. Put your doubts and insecurities away from this being. Lose yourself in pleasure and the unknown, but please remember to have a great time. Cancer. Today's powerful astral phenomena will encourage you to develop your skill as a visionary. No matter what you do with your day, you're one of those rare people who can sense things before anyone else and the changes that will happen in the world. Let these feelings encourage you. Use them to create a brighter tomorrow. Leo, it's time to get down to work. At the moment, you can't depend solely on your natural creativity, spontaneity, imagination, and originality to get by. You need to demonstrate a certain amount of pragmatism and self-discipline to reach your goals. This will certainly seem more difficult than it is really. It's time to have faith in attributes other than your intuition. Virgo, what do you want? It isn't always easy to live with others. You may ask too much of the people close to you and not be able to stand it when they don't live up to your high expectations. Your idealism makes it hard for you to compromise. This attitude can cause conflict and make you hard to live with, so please change it. Libra, it's possible you took a chance on someone who has disappointed you. You were especially tolerant and patient, but now it's time to finally settle things and put your cards on the table. Don't be afraid to do what you have to do in order to protect yourself and the people that you love. Scorpio, you have been letting yourself go lately. Now it's time to take better care of your body. This new initiative will make you feel happier and more ready to tackle life again. You may hesitate over whether or not you should try some of the alternative medicines that you hear about. This is only a small dilemma. Be glad you finally decided to live a healthier life. Sagittarius, have you recently lost some faith in the future? Isn't it time to do something about it, especially where your personal life is concerned? You could find the answers to those questions if you take a second look at the quality of your close relationships. Who knows? Love might give you back your enthusiasm for life. Capricorn, if you have a tendency to do a little too much dreaming, reality could catch up with you. The time has come to act immediately. Certain financial or professional goals may see some delays. You need to figure out how to get some things going again in a more concrete and secure direction. Don't let anything get past you today. Aquarius, everyone has impulsively bought something without really thinking about it at first. As for you, you're concerned. It happens a little more often than it should. Have you looked at your closet full of clothes that you've never worn? Why do you keep them? Is it reassuring? Don't get caught up in fashion crazes. Try to be more careful with your money and please save. Pisces, you're in tune with the atmosphere around you today because of your tolerance, humanity, and the respect you have for everyone, no matter what their position in society or intellectual capacity. Generosity is coming alive inside you. The one thing you want to do is understand the people closest to you, support them, and show them that they can count on you. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. Do have yourself a great and wonderful day.
Happy Tuesday. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the morning show. Maureen is the name. First up, we need to go on over to our news department. Let's see what our guys are working with over there, and then we'll be back.
Good morning. Here's some of the stories making our news desk. There's shock and concern in the Rundle Hill community following a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a young person. The incident has stirred both fear and frustration among residents.
The message I have to send to them, all those things are not making any sense, you know. It's not good.
It's bad for the community and
Yeah,
for our family.
it's bad for the community. I mean, it's not sounding good, to hear those things happening.
The frustration runs deeper than the violence itself. Residents point to larger concerns, how children are being raised, and the growing disconnect between generations. Now, Prime Minister and Minister for National Security Philip J. Pierre is taking a firm stance on the recent surge in gun violence and homicides across St. Lucia, particularly those involving young men.
I condemn it, all acts of violence. I condemn the fact that we have been losing young lives, productive lives. I have absolutely no room for criminal behavior. I think criminality, that there's no excuse for criminality.
Prime Minister Pierre emphasized that the police have been fully empowered and resourced to act within the law to bring the situation under control. While the government does not interfere with police operations, he said it continues to provide all available resources to strengthen law enforcement capabilities. The Ministry of Health has announced a series of major updates as part of St. Lucia's ongoing health sector reform. Health Minister Moses Jean-Baptiste provided details during a recent media briefing, highlighting infrastructure upgrades, new services, and policy shifts aimed at strengthening the island's healthcare system.
This is all being done with the OECS Regional Health Project and also the HSSP, and it's being conducted by our unit, which is headed by Mrs. Jeanette Hughes, with the assistance of the World Bank, and we are hoping that this work will assist with the continued improvement of health services. We know that the nurses, the health aides, and so on look forward to the completion.
Minister Jean-Baptiste also confirmed that $3 million debt to the University Hospital of Martinique has been cleared and new systems have been implemented to avoid future debt accumulation. Additionally, the Millennium Heights Medical Complex has improved pharmaceutical procurement procedures, a move welcomed by hospital management. The community of Babonneau has officially launched a new phase of economic and cultural development with the kickoff of the Community Business Revitalization Project, a 4-year initiative supported by the Taiwan Technical Mission in partnership with the Ministry of Commerce.
This initiative is a collaboration with the Ministry of Commerce and the Taiwan Technical Mission. The project was officially launched August of 2023, and it's set to run to June of 2027, so it's a 4-year project. A key objective of this project is to support the numbers of local business, especially small business, across 4 main target communities.
The aim is to transform Babonneau into an integrated platform that enhances professional skills and small business development, pointing to similar successful efforts in Labray. And that's the news from the news desk. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Lisa Joseph, returning you now to Maureen.
Thanks, News Department. Let's take a break and come back now. Important to keep certain things in the know, because a lot of the times we just go about our very good life and we tend to forget certain things that we should be aware of. So did you know that we had a Special Olympics committee or organization? Well, we do, and they've been doing a lot of great things as well. And Junior Emmanuel is the director, and you know what, we profited the opportunity to tap into where we at with the team, what's been going on, what they've accomplished to date, what they're looking forward to do, all of the conversation. I'm here with the National Director of Special Olympics St. Lucia. Now, we have in the past interacted with you when you were sending out a wonderful team to represent St. Lucia out there. And I remember we had some interaction with even some of the players on the Special Olympics team, and they were so excited, so enthusiastic. As a matter of fact, it is one of the members that met me in town and decided I needed to come back and talk to you. So
Great.
Here we are. Here we are again. Junior, how are you?
I'm great, Maureen.
It's my understanding a lot has been happening with the Special Olympics.
Quite a lot, yes.
Tell me, I think you guys have just wrapped up a whole series of engagement.
Yes,
And I want to know all about it. I'm sure St. Lucia would
Yeah.
like to know all about it.
Of course. Okay, since our return from Germany, that's when we
Yes.
last spoke, our boys won a silver medal. They lost the gold to India, and they were very disappointed. But then again, it's time to go back and rethink what we do. We also, in the last few months, actually, we had some interaction with track and field, where we did the Makiba Alcid Classic.
Yes.
We also had the national age games. We participated in the St. Lucia Athletics Association, and more recently, we completed with the national championship, open championships last weekend. So our athletes, especially in the track and field, are now getting an opportunity to now practice and get ready for competition, because we will soon be going out in 2027 for World Games, and it will be in Chile.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's a good time that we speak now, because we'll be starting our fundraising activities coming soon. So, again, corporate St. Lucia and the public, we will be looking forward for their assistance.
Right. Now, a lot of people may not even be aware that we actually do have such an institute right here. And what is the mandate again? What really is the Special Olympics about?
Okay, so a Special Olympics really is an opportunity for persons with actually we're doing with and without disabilities now, because we have the unified component, which again is something that we are trying to bring along. And speaking of the unified, before we go on, we recently had some exhibition games in terms of bocce. I went into Castries Comprehensive, my alma mater, and with the help of the physical ed teacher and also the the clinical psychologist here that's with them now, we did a series of bocce interventions to introduce the game of bocce. Because bocce is a unified sport, so if we get unified partners to work alongside with our persons with disability, then we are able to bring more persons into the fray. And actually bring a new sport to St. Lucia where everybody can participate, no matter what age range or what ability.
Wow.
So this is what we're looking at in terms of the inclusion. And again, when Mr. Henry spoke with me from the Athletics Association, I was really happy that, again, coming from Carifta, and they had that inclusion in Trinidad, that was done in St. Lucia. And again, it was our athletes enjoyed it. They got an opportunity to see athletes like themselves perform at a higher level, and they got an opportunity to perform too.
And they will see possibilities amongst
Right,
themselves as well.
Right.
Wow,
And we
that's
had Dominica at one of the competitions, and then we had Martinique at the last competition. So it gave them an opportunity to get a feel of what the competition would be like when they get out there.
That is amazing stuff. Now, fundraiser, we're definitely going to be coming back to you. Like you said, when you see what would be the heading? What's the a letter from where? When they see it cross the desk?
Special Olympics St. Lucia.
Right. Just know what you'll do.
Yes, right here.
Right there. So when you see that logo on anything cross your desk, Mr. Manager, just know we're signing off on that. Big two, because we definitely are supporting this.
Definitely. And we look forward to more. We're looking at more volunteers, because volunteerism now in St. Lucia has taken it down. Everybody's looking for a P.
Yeah.
But again, volunteerism, when we see it, is an opportunity for you to grow as an individual, for you to give back and actually understand other person. So you have the inclusion, you have the tolerance, and you have respect. So again, we grow as a people collectively, and no matter what our preferences, our no matter where we fall in on the spectrum.
Absolutely.
But again, and like I always say, every one of us have a disability. Because we will look the
Telling
part,
me about
but
it.
when we have to do the interaction, there is always an issue. So I cannot speak patois as well as my athletes speak patois. So therefore, I have a disability in language, right?
In language, innit?
Right, because I cannot communicate. Right,
Absolutely.
so there are things that we can do, and I think we should, if we understand what our strengths are and our weaknesses, we will understand that everybody requires an opportunity. We are all human beings, and we all need that. That's something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well said, Junior.
So, Maureen, I look forward to seeing you again, and actually for you to have more interaction with the athletes.
Yes.
Because remember, it's all about them, it's not about me. And one more thing before we go, I would like to thank Mr. Johnson James from the Special Ed School. He is the sports director, and he has been working with us in terms of bringing the athletes. So again, there is a lot going on in terms of the collaborations, the opportunities. So, we're looking forward to more and more greater things.
Well, you say less. We're definitely going to find ourselves there. And if we don't, like you see, your students or your members are going to make sure that we find you. last when we connected with the Learning Hub and Bernice, we normally look at the robotics program with the children being involved. Now they have ventured out into something new and exciting. Let's learn more. We're here with two amazing persons because that is a collaboration that is about to happen, and you're supposed to be in the know on that one as well. So we're here with Joy, I call her Joy, Bernice Joy Lewis from the Learning Hub, and we're here with Honorable Prish Kailash from the Mount Kailash Rejuvenation Center. Right. These two folks are going to be collaborating in the coming days, yeah? Yes. Joy, this is an initiative under the Learning Hub. So tell us about what's about to happen.
So, Maureen, we're very excited because we're going into a space that we've never been in before, but we realize that it's very important. For me, it's initiative close to my heart because I'm on a journey to get healthy. And so we are teaming up with the Honorable to start an event that's going to be on August 2nd. It's a Get Health event.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Well, all right. Give me a little more. We're coming over to Chris in a minute because...
Right. So we have two phenomenal speakers. The Honorable is one of them. And we also have an Ayurvedic practitioner who will be not in-house, but joining us on Zoom because she's based in Suriname. And so the two sectors are related. Basically, we're looking for the holistic health through nutrition using plant-based products. Yeah. Yes. And then to achieve balance, we're going to the Ayurvedic practitioner to basically educate the public about how they can obtain optimum health and balance in their body.
Who are you targeting?
So we're targeting two sets of persons. Before we targeted our youth in our robotics and coding programs that we're well known for. But however, for this one, we're targeting adults who are either, number one, faced with illnesses, and number two, realize that if they do not achieve optimum health, they will ultimately get an illness. So they want to get that out of the way before and just ensure that they have the balance before they get to that position.
Right. We're coming back for registration and all of that and how much it was going to cost us. But Honorable, right up your alley right there. Certainly, this is something that you leave that.
Along my alley.
Along your alley. Yeah, I know. When I said it, I say Chris is going to counteract me on that one because I know. But nonetheless, definitely, it's not just what you're passionate about, it is what you do. This is your lifestyle. This is your livity.
Yes.
What does it mean teaming up with the Learning Hub, and what it is that you plan to bring to this space?
Well, basically, we give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. I'm just coming out of Jamaica where we had a similar lecture with Camilla's Kitchen, and at this specific lecture here in St. Lucia, what we are going to be focusing on is gut health. You know that colorectal cancer is one of the leading causes of death now when it comes to cancer. I just knew about 2 people who died from that. So we'll go into what the digestive system is and how it is actually connected to the enteric nervous system, meaning that your gut or your digestive system is basically called the enteric nervous system, meaning that it's like the second brain. So, if you go in on the stage and you're about to sing a calypso, you get nervous. He said you have like, what do you call it, butterflies in your stomach. So our emotional status is very, very, very correlated to our gut health. So we're going to be looking into that, how your emotions affect your digestive system, like your acid reflux, if you have what you call colitis, if you have different types of gut diseases. And we are going to look at what herbs you could utilize growing right here in St. Lucia, like the cassia lata, patchouli, like the ginger, like the chapotier, how you could use these herbs to naturally eradicate these diseases. And also go into the foods that you're actually supposed to be consuming, the food you're supposed to be mixing, what you're not supposed to be mixing. And we're going to just stick on the plant-based because, most of our people say, oh, soup and viande, ou pas manger. Because the Rasta went cuisine. But we see that nowadays that the majority of people are moving towards a plant-based diet, meaning that they are looking to be more healthy. So most people now want to have lots of vegetables, lots of fruits. And we're going to be focusing on our indigenous foods because we don't have to import. We import bananas into St. Lucia, right?
Oh. We can't keep doing that. No, Pris, is vital that platforms are created where we can get this information out, because another thing we don't want to be faced with is that everybody gets excited. Okay, we want to go because they realize it's inevitable right now and everybody's got to get healthy and that is the way to go. But there's also balance. You have to know how to do it. Like you said, what to mix, what not to mix, how much of what, because you're not just going on, you're just consuming everything in any amount, anyhow, in any fashion. You've got to know what to do.
Your food is your medicine. Even if you take a pill, you have to drink it. And most people don't sit down and think about what is it that, you have 40 feet of your GI, your gastrointestinal tract. That's long. 40 feet is very long. You have over 40 trillion cells even in your physical structure. And whatever you put inside of your physical structure is what you put in your mouth there and you chew it, it comes out on the other side. Right? Now, most people, when it comes out there, they can't stay in the toilet because it smells bad. Right. So at the end of the day, if what is on your inside smells that bad, when it's outside, what is it doing to your inside? All right. So then we're going to see how often you're supposed to use the toilet. Once a day, twice a day, once a week. Some people go once a week. Some people go once every other week. What does that do to you? How you could correct it? What are the simple little remedies? So if you have any problems or you don't have a problem and you want to actually just to maintain wellness, that's the place to be. Come and sit with us so at least we could empower you and you could empower me and we could have a wonderful evening.
I totally agree with that. We're coming back in a minute, but now, how is it we're going to sign up? What you have a target, a cutoff point among the people you want to?
So it's RSVP only, because what we're looking at is having
it's like a pilot
evening.
project, isn't it?
It's like a party, actually. So there'll be food served.
Okay.
Because we'll be giving you samples of great food that you should be making at home.
Right.
Food that actually nourishes you, not KFC. Food that actually nourishes you and it's balanced and it's on the vegetarian spectrum. And I'm looking forward to it, Maureen, because I love food.
RSVP.
I love good food. It's RSVP. Right. It's $100 because we brought down the price. We wanted to make it affordable. Right. So you get the food and you get the education, you get the knowledge.
And if we would, you said RSVP, so that means you're reaching out, or can I reach out? And
you can reach out. You can contact us at 7212038 on our WhatsApp platform. Yeah, and you can get more information that way to sign
What's
up.
the date again? The 2nd of August.
2nd, yes, 5 p.m.
Do you have a cutoff time in which we should reach out?
At least a week before would be good. Yes. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right. Well, we look forward to that, guys. I mean, come on. This is a perfect opportunity, right here that you shouldn't let pass up. Take the opportunity, make the call, RSVP yourself and come on over. You've got expertise in there who knows what they're dealing with. And you know what? Like I said, opportunities like that is not to be taken lightly.
Hey, what's up, St. Lucia? Again, this is your friendly neighborhood BweelzFit with another exclusive routine for you today. We are going to target the shoulders. 4 easy exercises that can be done at home. Remember, when you wake up, first you pray, second you go cleanse your stomach, and thirdly, log on to DBS. Let's get it on. Good morning. Today, we are here with
Oh, you need my name. I'm sorry. Shamak Leo.
Self-explanatory. You can introduce yourself. How do you say it on TV? Battle rapper. Introduce yourself.
I'm Shamak Leo.
Right. Shamak, tell the country what you do, what you provide for the country.
Oh, I'm a full-time event planner and I run a fabric store. And I'm here to look fit.
Right. And if you see the fire in front of my gym, that was done by none other than Shamak. Big up to you. All right.
You,
so Shamak will be showing you how to do 4 easy shoulder exercises that can be done at home. Even if you don't have dumbbells, you can use 2 bottles of water. I know Jazzbo, you can use 2 sour soap. Monkey, you can use 2 tires. Let's go. So you can take the tens. So the first exercise, you're going to stand like you see. I'm going to give you space for you to see his feet. He's on par. Properly proportionate. Yours perfect. You open on your feet. Right. And we're going to do some side raises. Now we're not going to pass the shoulder height. Core in, chest out, slight bend in the knee. And we're going to go 12. 1. Beautiful. 2. Nice and control. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Excellent. So remember, if you want to get toned, 12 to 15. If you want to get ripped, 15 to 18 reps. If you want to build, 4 to 6 to 8 reps control. So now that's the first exercise. The second exercise we're going to do, we're going to bend over now, simple. And you're going to turn in a hammer form. Back flat chest out and just open wide against your light. Full stretch. So now we just want your arms come straight across the shoulder. Straight across the shoulder, that is it. 3. Let's go, St. Lucia. 4. Easy. See how flat his back is? 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Excellent. Second exercise. Remember, 6 minutes is all you need at home. Nothing strenuous. That's number 2. The third exercise we're going to do, we're going to give you a simple front raise. Front and twist down. Again, chest out, core in. Front and twist. Let's go. Forward and turn down. Tick up. The other way, inwards. Right, raise and twist in. Inward. That's it. 1. Bring back down. Up. Beautiful. 2. When you squeeze, that's when it's activating on top of your shoulder. 4. 5. That's it. 6. It is, but it's working. 7. 8. 9. Control it down. 10. Open it. 2 more. 11. And 12. Excellent. So how tough was that?
Pardon me?
How tough was that?
I think this one was a little bit challenging. I don't know, because you had to twist it.
Right, exactly. So that's where the challenging aspect comes in. Because the actual exercise is just front raises. However, when you raise and you twist, that's where it's actually ignited in the shoulder area. That's right. So, St. Lucia, that's 3 exercises. Now remember, you're doing 3 sets of each. So we're just going through it. It's single one, so you know if you want to actually execute the exercise, you can go back on DBS on Facebook or YouTube, and you can see all the reruns. Last but not least, the last exercise for shoulder, we're going to do a nice shoulder press. Up, you close over your head, push it up straight, and down. Bring it down, 2, that's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Excellent. Tell me, how was that workout?
I think for a short workout, it was very intense. I feel my muscles are very active.
Exactly. And it's almost 6 minutes. So, St. Lucia, we need to stop making excuses and just put in that work. Remember, you don't have to be at the gym. Those who cannot afford the gym, you can use bottles of water. You can use Lucozade. You can use 2 spoons. You can use your shovel, your fork, your cutlass, whatever it is. You can wash your boyfriend or girlfriend locks and still use.
I guess the goal is to just get fit.
The goal is to just get fit, unripped, even while trying. Good morning.
And there you go. That is our program for this awesome Tuesday. Going out, have a great day like I always encourage. And remember to be kind. If you can't be kind, be quiet. As a matter of fact, you know what? I saw something that suggested that we have a national and international day of shut your mouth. Listen, it might just be interesting. Imagine you have a day and we all recognize that day where we just not say anything. I mean, maybe it does give us an opportunity to just listen. I don't know. I will enjoy it though. Enjoy your day, guys. This is just me being funny. But go on out and have an awesome Tuesday. And let's do this again tomorrow for another DBS This Morning.